Welcome back. In our sports news, captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni struck a dramatic six to bring the World Cup to India on Saturday after Sri Lanka had threatened to ruin their party. Dhoni finished with a 91 not out as India, chasing a target of 275, won by 6 wickets with 10 balls to spare at the Wankhede Stadium to become the first host country to win the World Cup. They're also the only third side to win batting second, a feat that seemed beyond them when Lasith Malinga dismissed both openers in his first 4 overs. Left-hander Gautam Gambhir stayed calm among the storm to score a masterly 97, sharing a 4th wicket partnership of 109 from 118 balls with man of the match Dhoni. Yuvraj Singh, who was named man of the tournament, finished on 21 not out. After leading the national team to win the World Cup, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Indian cricket team captain, dedicated the victory to his team and the country.
If you are part of a team, individual feelings doesn't matter that much because we wanted to win this trophy for each other first. When you are sharing the dressing room with 15 individuals and 10 to 12 support staff, the first thing you want to do is to give happiness to them, to their eyes. And I think, we wanted to do it for each other. And at the same time, we knew if we are doing it for each other, we are doing it for the nation. And, the picture gets bigger and bigger. But we said, OK, let's concentrate and try to keep it as small as possible, because we knew if we do well on the field and if we are winning the World Cup, the whole of India will definitely have a share of it.
And Sri Lankan captain Kumar Sangakkara also praised India after the home side's win.
Gautam Gambhir was outstanding. He's been, he's one of the best players I have seen play the game as a left-hander. And he and Virat Kohli, that little partnership, they scored a lot of boundaries that they probably shouldn't have. And then MS walked in, and I think he understood exactly what he had to do, and he did it for India.
Meanwhile, India sparked wild celebrations among their billion supporters after beating Sri Lanka by 6 wickets in the World Cup final. Scores of fans burst crackers to express their happiness. They waved the national flag and hugged and congratulated each other. And I'm sure the celebrations are still continuing. But in tennis now, Victoria Azarenka of Belarus defeated an error-plagued Russian Maria Sharapova 6-1, 6-4 on Saturday to win at the Sony Ericsson Open for the second time in 3 years. Azarenka's victory, her 6th career title, will lift her to 6th in the world rankings next week, equalling her career best standing. The 21-year-old was on top from the outset, breaking Sharapova's first 2 serves, although she also lost her own first serve game in a scrappy start to the match. Sharapova currently ranks 13th in the world, who was seeking her first tournament win since May, but never found her rhythm nor her serve, which she held just once in the match.
It feels great, it means the world. I'm really glad that the hard work I put in is paying off, and it's definitely good, to be back here and winning the title again.
And MotoGP leader Casey Stoner kept up his blistering early season form when he stormed to pole position at the Spanish Grand Prix in Jerez on Saturday. The Australian Repsol Honda rider, winner of the season opener in Qatar last month, lapped the Jerez circuit with a best time of 1 minute 38.757 seconds, 0.158 seconds faster than Spanish teammate Dani Pedrosa in second place. World champion Jorge Lorenzo was 3rd fastest time. 7 times MotoGP champion Valentino Rossi, the most successful rider ever at the Jerez circuit with 6 Premier Class victories, slid his Ducati off early in qualifying and could only manage 12th on the grid. The Italian is still struggling from a shoulder injury that hampered his pre-season testing as he prepared for his 2nd race with Ducati following his switch from Yamaha. And on a different note, at least 11 Arab films, including Emirati, Egyptian, Palestinian, Moroccan and Jordanian films from the 7th edition of the Dubai International Film Festival, have scooped up major successes across Europe, the Americas and Africa. Months of premiering in Dubai has cemented the festival's reputation as a centre for discovery of Arab, African and Asian cinema. The Tribeca Film Festival, one of the most prominent in the US, recently announced its selection of The Philosopher and Cairo Exit, both directed by UAE national Abdullah Akabi. made their first premieres at DIFF 2010 in December. Additionally, the 61st Berlin International Film Festival last month selected UAE director Khalid Al Mahmoud's Sabil as part of its official programme. The 8th edition of the Dubai International Film Festival will be held from December the 7th to the 14th this year. And finally this evening, international auction house Christie's unveiled the top lots ahead of the June 6th art sales, showing a masterpiece by Ila Repin, which has not been seen in public for 90 years. Repin's masterpiece, a Parisian café, painted in Paris in 1875, has never before been exhibited in Russia. This monumental canvas, arguably the most important work by the artist, not held in a museum collection, will appear at Christie's auction in London as a top lot at a record-breaking estimate of $5 million to $8 million US. Other masterpieces on preview in Moscow included Poplars by Claude Monet and Children's with Toys by Pablo Picasso. And with that, let's take a look at the international and local weather forecast for tomorrow. And before we head out, here are the top stories again. Ruler of Dubai meets with UK Defence Secretary. Organisations and individuals honoured in the Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Patrons of the Arts Awards. And India crowned the World Cup winners. Finally, the UAE's non-oil trade grew by 14% in 2010. Well, that brings us to the end of the bulletin. As always, we'd love to hear your comments. You can write to us at news@city7tv.com, or why not call us on 04367 2230. And please do join our Facebook page. For the entire news team, it's goodbye for now.